Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today it's just baseball now until Thursday. Then we have the NBA Finals starting, and then on Saturday we have the Stanley Cup Finals starting. So for the next few days, it's just baseball. I've already bet Thursday game for CFL starting in just a few days as well. We'll do free pick videos on that, and that's just about it with that. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it was a small card. I played 4 games and won one of them. So it was a 1-3 overall day. Particularly close. Blue Jays first 5, which was not particularly close. I had the first 5 under 4 with the Tigers and the Rangers, which won. And then the Rockies first 5, which got blown out. So fun times there. 1-4, down a little bit yesterday. On to today.
We had one play up on the site. It was the under in the Mets game. It lost 0-1 down, was it 1.04? Not really too crazily hung up on it. It is what it is. We've been having a nice little run. Minus 1.02. But ready to jump into today. I already got my WNBA plays in, so ready to roll.
There you go. Head over to the chat, and then we will get into today's card.
Let's cash today, brothers, and good luck. Good effing luck. Let's do it. Let's go red. Who's riding the Reds wave? I'll be honest, it's been a nice couple of days of me not really betting as much on the MLB. So went 7 for 8 yesterday. Took the Rockies. Rough. Don't fade the Reds. Nationals loser, Tigers loser, Astros loser, Baltimore winner, Tigers winner, Astros winner, and the Reds. There you go. This just in.
Yeah.
Was given a lifetime ban for betting on the Pirates when he was on the IL. 24-year-old made $2.7 million during his baseball career with a .217 average. Who?
Former Pirates player. Basically, the poor man Shohei Ohtani, so he's actually getting banned.
Okay. Yo. What's up, Mr. Kryptonite? Rangers fans were chirping Bailey, but look at what happened. Parlayed Yankees, Phillies, Yankees, Nationals, Royals. Okay. Mercury. I like the Mercury tonight. Morning. Let's get it. Paul Maurice was asked, have you been to a Tom Hortons? He replied by shaking his head and asked, did you want me to get some beans? I'm guessing it's
Paul Maurice is so much fun with his press conferences. He's the head coach for the Florida Panthers.
Gotcha. I looked up the 1919 World Series and Pete Rose. Good. Canada Cup, baby. Fernando. Let's jump into the MLB card, Nick.
Yeah, we'll get it started in the National League where we have the Milwaukee Brewers in Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. We have the Phillies around 160 favorites, total of 8.5. This line opened up at an 8.5. It is up to a 9 now. So we do have a move towards this over. And we have this line opening up at a 160. It's now 158. So we have a move towards the Brewers, and we have a move towards set over here in the spot. 81% of the tickets and 78% of cash will move a line from 8.5 to 9 when it comes to the total there. And then 87% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Phillies, the line moving slightly towards the Brewers. 13% of the tickets, 33% of cash on Milwaukee there. So kind of sharp money coming in on these Milwaukee Brewers. As for the pitching matchup here, it will be, I believe Koenig is starting with Colin Ray being the long relief. I think that's what I was reading. So I need to figure out exactly who it's going to be there. But Christopher Sanchez on the other side, 2.03 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 7.84 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.03 walks per nine, a 3.40 BABIP, a 2.07 FIP, and a 3.13 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards Milwaukee, and the hitting edge goes towards Milwaukee slightly here, 112 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 107, which is 9th. Colin Ray will be the primary reliever. Colin Ray has kind of struggled as of late, which does give me a little bit of pause. 5.19 ERA, 1.50 WHIP, 6.58 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 3.46 walks per nine, a 3.13 BABIP, a 4.33 FIP, and a 4.65 Sierra. This is going to probably just be a pass for me to start off the card. It's a tricky game. It would be Brewers or nothing if I'm betting this one here, but it's going to be the nothing variety.
Brewers have been on a nice little run. They did lose last night, but the previous set they'd won 4 in a row and 5 out of 6. This is a Brewers team that I've backed a bunch this year. Obviously, I have their division ticket. I have their World Series ticket. Both of them were pre-Corbin Burns, but still it looks. Hey, it's one of my more positive trending future right now. Actually, I have division futures on both these teams. So the Phillies won up 7 games. Looks kind of nice right now. But Milwaukee also up 7 games in the division, which is crazy to say. So both these two teams, these are, I believe, the 2 best teams. Oh, the Dodgers are in between them. Should be a really good matchup. I would lean towards the Phillies if I had anything in this one. Christopher Sanchez has been fantastic. I don't know if I can trust Colin Ray a lot today. I would go towards the Phillies in this one. Plus, Phillies have won 4 out of the last 5 of Christopher Sanchez's starts. Granted, 3 of them were in extra innings, but it shows that he is getting some run support so far this year. So it would be a look towards Christopher Sanchez and the Phillies today.
Fair. Yeah, it's Brewers or nothing. It's over or nothing for me personally.
Need a soccer play today? I don't think there's any MLS, so I'm not interested. Phillies first 5 money line and full game. And what up, fellas? I took the Astros game over and the Orioles first 5 and Padres first 5. Got the push on that. There you go. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. I know where you're going in this game.
Yeah, there's actually a fun matchup where I'd probably actually be interested in Pittsburgh if I wasn't doing the fade. Let's get into it here. This line opened up at a 177. It got up to a 200. It's back down to a 177, so no line movement here. Line opened up at a 7.5 minus 110. It's a 7.5 minus 125 now. So we do have a move towards the over. We have no move on the side here in this game, where we have the Dodgers getting. Where is this Dodger game? Did I just completely miss it? Yeah, here it is. Now 86% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the Dodgers. The line not moving. 93% of the tickets, 94% cash on the over. The line moving towards the over. We have Jared Jones and Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow 3.75 ERA, 0.88 WHIP, 12 strikeouts per nine, which is 35%. 3 walks per nine, a 2.08 BABIP, a 3.09 FIP, and a 2.71 Sierra. On the flip side, Jared Jones 5.24 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 7.25 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 2.82 walks per nine, a 3.04 BABIP, a 4.79 FIP, and a 4.37 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Dodgers, as well as a hitting advantage, 104 WRC plus, which is 12, compared to 84, which is 28th. I like Jared Jones, and I think this is a spot where, yes, I have my Dodger fade, but this is one where I actually don't mind it. I'm getting a decent number to back these Pittsburgh Pirates at home with a pitcher I see some pretty decent upside with. So plus 160 over on Fanatics. I'm going to pull the trigger on I'm going to be betting the Pirates here, plus 160.
I would normally go along with you, but Jared Jones has not been good as of late. They've lost 3 out of his last 4 starts, and he's allowed 5, 3, 3, and 2 in his last 4 starts. He he started off the season very well. He looked solid. He's got good strikeout numbers still. But he's going up against Tyler Glass now, who's been really solid this year. Only 25 earned runs in 74 innings, 95 strikeouts in that time. He is coming off of a nice start against the Mets. Granted, that is against the Mets. 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 7 innings, and a 5-2 win. I can't personally pull the trigger on the Pirates today. Just not a spot that I'm going to be interested in. Although line movement, I could see why you'd be interested in them besides the Dodger fade, but not something I need to get involved in.
Fair.
Everyone loves overs on Tuesdays. Who's got an underplay? I was kind of looking towards the under in the Philly game. As crazy as it sounds.
I will be on some unders, probably.
Getting Dodgers -1.5 at this price is fine by me. Jones is fading. He's a rookie. So, a lot of people on the Pirates, it's crazy talking about they need this game. It is June.
A lot of people on the Pirates, 86% of the tickets are on the Dodgers. 14% of people is a lot of people on the Pirates. Asking for a friend.
LA -1.5. Standing. I like the under here. Glass now going to deal. Pirates can't hit.
I can see it.
I parlayed LA and the Yankees. There you go. Glass now over strikeouts. I could see. And LA first 5. I could see both of those. Now, here's the first game I'll be interested in because it is
Lugo. Yeah, I did a free pick video on this game last night. Let's get into it here. We have the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Guardians in this game here. I don't like the way this line's moved. This line opened up at 115. It got all the way down to a 105 or 110 range last night. And it's back up to a 118. So we do have a slight move towards the Guardians now in this game. Line opened up at a 7.5, went up to an 8, up to an 8.5, back down to an 8. So we've had a slight move we've had a half run line movement towards the over and a slight move towards the Guardians in this game here. Taking a look at the cash flow, we have 38% of tickets, 68% cash on the Royals. Line moved towards the Royals originally and has come back towards the Guardians, which makes me a little nervous, but it is what it is. We have 63% of tickets and 58% of cash on the over. The line moving towards the over here in this spot. Seth Lugo and Tristan McKenzie. Lugo, 1.89 ERA, 0.99 whip, 9.45 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. 1.89 walks per nine, a 258 BABIP, but 2.93 FIP, and a 3.27 SIERA. On the flip side, Tristan McKenzie, 3.18 ERA, 1.27 whip, 9.53 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%. 5.08 walks per nine, a high walk rate there for him. 200 BABIP, but 6.03 FIP, and a 4.42 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Guardians here in this game. Hitting edge goes slightly towards the Royals. 101 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 99, which is 18th. I did move on this game last night. I took the Royals in the first 5 innings in this game. I got it at -105 last night on Bet365, and now it's in even money. So makes me a little bit nervous, but I still don't mind the play. I like the price we're getting with Seth Lugo here. I know he's on the road, which he's been fine on the road there. So that doesn't bother me much at all. I like the number we're getting here. I'm on the first 5 at -105.
It's Seth Lugo day. He's been really solid this year. Obviously, he's currently got the 6th best odds still to win Cy Young. And okay, that's why I can't find how profitable he is. They don't have it on covers on how profitable he is, but the Royals have won 8 out of his 10 last starts, and he's got a 1.72 ERA. He's been nothing short of dominant this year. He's allowed under 2 or less runs in every single one of his starts. Besides, he won one start in against Baltimore where he allowed 4, and that was in April. So far this year, 1-2, 1-2, 1-0, 4, 0-2, 1. He's averaging 1.4 runs per start, which is 15 earned runs in 78 and a third innings pitched. It's Seth Lugo day. He gets the job done. This is a big series for division because it's a 3-game set, and This could either be a 7-game lead for the Guardians or upwards of a 1-game lead for the Guardians after the series. Give me Lugo and the Royals here at plus 110. And in terms of your market thing, I feel like Kansas City is one of those teams that Kansas City, Cleveland, and Baltimore, it does not really matter with. So, Seth Lugo Day, let's get it.
Yep.
Good morning, guys. 29-4 last 34 days. Last 33 days, I guess I decided to stop losing. Nice. Hello, everybody. What up, Josh? For a Dodger fade, that's a lot. Tim, it isn't a little wild that the Mystics haven't won a game yet. I'm on the under in that game, but good luck. Over 7.5 in the Dodgers game is a lot. Could be. Pass. Sun are still undefeated. They are. I may get to the window. Dodgers 2.5 or first 5. Cleveland run line. I think they can hit this guy. I don't. Mystics roster is good. I don't know. At plus 750, might roll the dice. Over 8. McKenzie cannot be trusted. Pass. Is under the Mystics too low? No, the Mystics have the worst offense in the WNBA. They've scored 80-plus points one time, and it was 80. Mystics to win their first game and Sun to lose their first. I won't talk you off of it, but I got the other 2 dogs tonight. Yeah, I can see the over. This game is a pure pass. I placed my bet on Royal Farms in Elkin, just across the border. If you ever want to discuss further, on Route 40. I wouldn't do the under. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have a place in evenings? I love the Mercury plus 275. Mercury have looked absolutely great. They can beat the Storm. I think so. Joe, McKenzie under strikeouts is a sharp play. I saw people doing. Don't hate it. Most profitable bet, Ohtani under fantasy score. Okay. Thinking Royals first 5 and separate Royals first 5, Guardians full game, tie first 5, Guardians full game as insurance. I do not like the Guardians today. McKenzie under case, yep, agree. Good morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Usually around here around showtime. F the Padres. I got a rude reminder why I don't back them. Choking to the Angels. Rough. I'll go put them up on the site.
Yep. We have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. The Rays, minus 115 favorites, total of 7 in this game. On Bet Online, it opened up at a 113, still 113. Line opened up at a 7.5, it's down to a 7. So move towards the under and a move towards the and no move on the side in this game here. We have 53% of tickets and 83% of cash on the Tampa Bay Rays. We have 80% of tickets and 77% of the cash is on the over in this spot as well. Jesus Luzardo taking on Ryan Cappit. Cappit at 6.17 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 10.03 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%. 4.63 walks per 9 at 250 BABIP, a 4.08 FIP, and a 4.19 Sierra. On the flip side, Jesus Luzardo has been the best the Marlins have. 1.75 ERA, 0.86 WHIP, 8.06 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 1.05 walks per 9 at 261 BABIP, a 2.2 FIP, and a 3.36 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Hitting edge also goes towards the Tampa Bay Rays. They smash lefties, 126 WRC plus, which is 6th in baseball the last 30 days. And the Miami Marlins are mediocre, 100 WRC plus, 16th. This is pretty self-explanatory. Tampa Bay Rays for me. We've been betting against the Marlins every single game this season, and we're going to continue that here in this spot. So Rays for me here.
Yeah, why change now? This is, let's see, the 61st time that we faded the Marlins this year. So, let's continue to do it. I got minus 110 on the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't overthink these games. I don't really even cap these games. It's fading the Marlins every single day, and it's going to be profitable at the end of the year. So we're going to keep on riding that just in case. In terms of profitable teams, I believe the Marlins are third to last, because the only teams that are worse are the White Sox and the Astros this year in terms of money line. So there you go. Keep on fading the Marlins. Let's make a lot of money.
There you go.
Also, was a reminder why I don't bet sides on Mets games. Tarazi has been balling. I'll keep that in mind. Under 7. See that? My favorite play daily bet is the Nerfing, whoever they play. Jesus going to deal in the Sun Belt matchup. This game is going under and Nerfy.
I would lean under in this game too.
Padres can only score 1 run against an overrated team. Nick, excited for the return of football this month, Canadian football.
Yep, I've already bet the first game.
Raised money line. This just in, Montreal Canadian signed goaltender Connor Hughes, 27. The 6'4", 231-pound netminder had a 1.77 goals against average and a .940 save percentage last season in the Swiss League, which led the league.
There you go. They grand franchise this do hockey.
Pepia over outs. Marlins period of doing good is over. I'm on the Rays. I grabbed the Rats, first 5 minus a half. Rays, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I was all over Angels yesterday. I always fade the most confident bet online, and it seems like it always works out. There you go. Under. I can see the under here. I heard WNBA talking coming in here. Sun in the under. I do like the under in that game. Liberty under. I like the against, because I'm on Chicago. And the Storm over. I'm on the Mercury. Are you an honorary Earle Terry going to do a CFL special?
I don't know. Here, click on that comment real quick, Tim. I want to take a picture and send it to Terry.
Okay. There you go.
All right, cool. I'm going to send that to Terry.
Mercury Smash, yes. Let's head to this ugly game.
Yeah, we have the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. About to pick them in this game with a total of 8.5. And the spot line opened up at the Nationals minus 120 favorites. We're now seeing the Mets as minus 107 on BetOnline. Line opened up at an 8.5. It is now a 9 in this game here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot here, where we have 51% of tickets, 97% of cash is coming in on the Nationals, and the line's gone from dog to favorite for the Mets. 90% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the over in this one as well. We have David Peterson and Trevor Williams. Peterson 3.6 ERA, 1.60 whip, but I only think he's thrown one start, maybe two starts.
Nope, one.
One start, my bad. He's thrown once this year. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts against the LA Dodgers. So didn't have a bad game per se. He was okay. And then on the flip side, Trevor Williams has been phenomenal. 2.16 ERA, 0.96 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 1.44 walks per 9, a 261 BABIP, a 2.66 FIP, and a 3.23 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Mets. Hitting edge goes towards the Mets. 103 WRC plus, which is 14th, compared to 90, which is 20th. I mean, I lean Mets in this game. If I had to go ahead and bet something in this game, they have the hitting edge, the bullpen edge. Even though the bullpen's been blowing games, overall, they're not a terrible bullpen. It's just not a clutch bullpen at the moment, which is ultimately going to probably just keep me off this game. I mean, I can only look Mets with the way the markets move, but I'm not playing it.
Now, I would like to take the Mets today, just because they have been starting to play slightly better, and by that they've been actually, scoring runs. And we've seen this a little bit. The only pitcher on this Nationals team I do not want to fade is Trevor Williams.
Yeah,
especially in a revenge game against the team he played for last year, or 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Trevor Williams is the most profitable pitcher in baseball right now. 9-2, up 11.61 according to covers. So he is a pitcher that, if anything, I would want to be backing. Now, it would probably lean towards the Nationals at this point, just because yesterday was a Mets spot. If you're going to back them, the Nationals were coming off of a 7-game road trip, and it would probably be a lean towards the Mets yesterday. Today it would probably have to be a lean towards the Nationals, but not gonna get involved.
Fair.
Fernando, there you are. Nats smash spot, Nats money line. Cashed the Mets yesterday. It's not worth backing them again. Correct. Trevor Williams Day, going to go with the Nerfy and the Nats. I can only see the Nationals winning this one. Over, I could see. Mets have been hitting better. Nationals first 5. Paying the tax on Burns. Tax on Manoah Day. Oh, it's Manoah Day? Oh, I had TBD earlier. I had no clue it was Manoah Day.
I thought Manoah's hurt.
I don't know. Williams is going to deal. He's incredible. He's been really good. I'm going to do alt spreads for the Mercury. Get it? Nationals, I like both first 5 in full game. -7.5 for the Mercury at +600. Go for it, dude. Good point on Williams. Did not think about that. Yankees just became a cash cow.
We'll get into that in a couple minutes here.
Probably. Oh, well, a couple minutes, and we'll fast forward.
Yeah. The Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. The Yankees -175 favorites. Total of 7.5 in this game. They have owned the Twins in their history. This line opened up at a 165. It's up to a 180 now. We have hit that 180 threshold. And then line opened up to 7.5. It's up to an 8. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Yankees here. That's 88% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Yankees. So the public on the Yankees. The line moving towards the Yankees at home up into this 180 range. There you go. The writing's on the wall. This is looking like a cash cow. 90% of the tickets and 85% of cash is on the over in this spot as well. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Luis Gil and Bailey Ober. Bailey Ober, 5.33 ERA, 1.18 whip, 10.66 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 1.78 walks per 9, a 3.02 BABIP, a 4.79 FIP, and a 3.28 Sierra. Luis Gil, which has been phenomenal this year, 0.84 ERA, 0.71 whip, 10.86 strikeouts per 9, which is 33%, 3.06 walks per 9, a 149 BABIP, a 2.55 FIP, and a 2.99 Sierra. Bullpen edge going towards the Yankees, hitting edge goes towards the Yankees, 141 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball, compared to 96, which is 28th. This is pretty simple. This is a Yankees smash spot for me. And I want to back this Yankees team more. They are looking like the best team in baseball. And I remember being a little bit high on this Yankees team coming into the year because I said they're going to win the division heading into this year. I just never pulled the trigger on it because I was anticipating being able to bet them a little bit later in the year when Baltimore started off really well against a weaker schedule and being able to get a better number with the Yankees. And we just haven't been able to do that because the Yankees have gotten off to an awesome start. So I am going to be on the Yankee run line here. I got it at +115 over on Bet365. New York Yankees -1.5 here for me.
You mentioned it earlier. It's a cash cow spot. And I'm gonna run with that. Where did my page go? There it is. We got the Yankees at +115. It's a really nice spot for it. The Yankees have, as crazy as it sounds, the Yankees are the second most profitable team in baseball, even with those crazy lines that they've been at this year. And it's because they just keep on freaking winning 42-19. They are the second best team in baseball at the moment. Sorry, tied for the best team now with Philadelphia. It's fucking gross. And only a half game back is the Guardians, or 1.5 games back now. But no, this is a Yankee smash spot, cash cow. We're gonna keep riding those. Yankee run line +115.
Yeah, and I want to take a look at what the the numbers for it is, but the Yankees own the Twins.
In the playoffs, they do.
In general, they do. I'm going to look it up like the last 5 years or so.
All right. I'm going to go through. Still no pitcher for Jays. Doesn't matter. I'm still better than the Orioles. Going to break the books like Griner broke out in prison. Okay. Yankees in my parlay. I see Manoah listed on ESPN Bet. Every other book says TBD or blank for the Jays starter. Looking at Portugal, Soto home run. Not going to talk you off of it. 33% boost. I won applying to the Yankees. Money line at -125. The public isn't always going to lose. I'm going to ride it with them today. Yeah, no, it's a cash cow spot. I am passing. Yankees always lose their first game back from road trips. Yankees, Mano is injured. DraftKings has a WNBA bet up to $50 and receive free bet if it loses. Interesting. Nick, what did you get?
I have the numbers from the last. Wow. All right. So yes, it's just been pure domination from the Yankees against this Minnesota Twins team. In the last 5 years, 19-8. In the last 10 years, 43-17. In the last 15 years, 66-28. So if you're wondering, the paternity test came in. The Yankees are the Minnesota Twins' father. So they own them. It's just been pure domination from the New York Yankees against this Minnesota team. And it's been like that for years. So, yeah, there's that as well.
There you go. Oh, snap. Oh, he's got soccer. Okay. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox in this game. The Braves -160 favorites, total of 8 in this game. We have, let's see what this matchup is. Max Fried versus Cutter Crawford in this one here. Taking a look at the line history in this game here, where it opened up at a 160 for Atlanta. Now we're seeing 150. So we do have a move towards these Atlanta, or my bad, opened up at 150. It's up to 160 now. So we do have a move towards these Atlanta Braves. And then on the total, opened up at an 8.5. It's now down to an 8. So move towards the under and a move towards the Atlanta Braves. 59% tickets and 63% of cash on the under in this game. So one of the only games where we're seeing a majority of the bets come on the under, which is interesting. The line moving towards these unders as well. 82% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Atlanta Braves. The line moving towards them here. We have Max Fried, 2.04 ERA, 0.93 whip the last 30 days, 7.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.55 walks per nine, a 231 BABIP, a 3.16 FIP, and a 3.48 SIERA. On the flip side, Cutter Crawford, 5.79 ERA, 1.36 whip, 8.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.89 walks per nine, a 316 BABIP, a 4.42 FIP, and a 4.28 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Boston Red Sox. Hitting edge goes towards the Boston Red Sox as well. 96 WRC plus, which is 16th, compared to 91, which is 23rd. Neither team are hitting particularly well as of late. I do lean under in this game. Am I super interested in betting this game, though? Not particularly. It would be Braves or nothing. It would be under or nothing, but I really don't have any thought. I don't really want any action on this one.
I kind of lean towards the Red Sox. Both these two teams are kind of struggling right now. Although Boston's coming off of splitting with Detroit, losing 2 out of 3 to Baltimore. Atlanta's 5-5 their last 10. They just haven't looked like the same team. They just won a series against Oakland. They lost 3 out of 4 at home to Washington. It just seems like a Braves team that's just not playing 100% right now. They're now 7 games back of the Phillies for the division. It would be leaning towards Boston, getting them at a nice little price, like around 140. I see a little bit of line movement towards the Red Sox here as well. So I kind of lean Boston in this one, but I don't think I'm going to be getting to it either.
Fair. Yeah, not a game I need to get involved with.
Back to the chat. You took my $50 no sweat bet on DK. Mine's only $25. How much more money do the Yankees roster have than the Twins, though?
A lot.
Yes, it's a big difference, but that's still. I know you're a Twins fan. We get it. Taking the Nerfy. I'm on the Yankees -1.5. There you go. Give me Fried, Crawford regressing. Soccer. My top 3 Nerfies will be Miami, Boston, and Baltimore games. And you like the Red Sox. There you go. Let's head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, this one was my lone winner yesterday. I had the first 5 under in this game, and it came through as 1-1 at the end of 5. Let's get into it. The Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers. Your matchup here. With this game being a pick on, we have Jack Flaherty and Dane Dunning. Line opened up at a plus 105 for Detroit, and it's immediately moved to minus 104, and now it's 105. So it's a slight move towards Detroit in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5, down to an 8, down to a 7.5. In this game, a full run line movement down. 81% of tickets, 83% of cash on the over, the line moving down. But I don't like lines when they've moved a full run down. And then we have 42% of tickets and 92% of cash is on the Rangers, with the line moving slightly towards the Tigers in this game. Jack Flaherty's been awesome. 2.84 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, 11.37 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%. 1.42 walks per nine, a 3.19 BABIP, a 2.73 FIP, and a 2.21 Sierra. On the flip side, Dane Dunning, 3.24 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 10.8 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 5.4 walks per nine, a 2.73 BABIP, a 4.10 FIP, and a 4.07 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Detroit Tigers, as well as the hitting edge. It's 111 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to a 99, which is 17th. And for me, this is definitely Tigers or nothing, and I'm actually very intrigued in backing the Detroit Tigers in this game. When you look at this Texas Rangers team, I just don't see much to like on with them right now. And I know we've chose our spots to fade this Rangers team, and we've been pretty successful doing it. And I'm going to go ahead and do it today as well. Minus 110 over on Fanatics. I'm going to grab the Detroit Tigers.
I'm riding there with you. I'm always down to fade this Rangers team. As you are kind of the same deal with Arizona. It's kind of a they're kind of a little bit overvalued from the World Series still, although they have not looked good this year. A team that is now 2 games under 500. Granted, I'm not high on the Tigers either, who is now even 500 for today, even 500 right now. This is still not a team that I'm necessarily going to trust a lot, but I will trust them today with Flaherty, who's been one of their best pitchers this year. So I'm going to jump on the Detroit Tigers with you. I can get their money line at minus 102.
There you go. I will head on back. I like Red Sox. There you go. Tigers first 5. I can see the first 5. I like the full game as well. Rangers over 3.5. They should bring the bats today. I mean, we've been probably saying that for a while now. From the south side, but I'm still out here screaming, "Go Cubs, go!" There you go. Nick, is there any value on any CFL futures? I got 2 teams I got my eye on that I'll probably pull the trigger on before opening night. And I'll probably have a ticket on the BC Lions. I saw that around 6-1 to win the Grey Cup. And I'm looking at the Hamilton Tiger Cats around 11-1. Those are the 2 teams I'm kind of looking at. If I'm looking to place any futures, would be Hamilton and BC. Pass, not one of the series I'm interested in this week. Fair. We will move on here. This is quite the line, minus 285 for the Chicago Cubs, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have Chris Flexen and Shota and Magana. Line opened up at a 280. It's now 283, so we've had a slight move towards the Cubs. And then this line opened up at a 9 at minus 105. It's now a 9 at minus 120, so we've moved towards the over here in the spot, suggesting we may see Shota get hit. 93% of tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Cubbies, with the line moving slightly towards the Cubbies. And we have 68% of tickets, 54% of the cash on the over in this spot here. And I'm keeping my eye out on this game, because I might get a team that's 2-8 in their last 10 games as a minus 300 fade. Granted, the White Sox have lost, I think, at least 10 in a row. I'm seeing mostly 290s across the board. I'm seeing a couple 300s pop up, but it's mainly 290s on my book. So not something I'm going to get involved with. I will keep an eye on this, though. If it does get to the minus 300 range, I'll probably be on the White Sox first 5 in full game.
I mean, it's that high because it's of Shodai Yamagata, which finally had his first like bad start in the majors. 7 earned runs, 8 hits in his last start, which brought his ERA all the way up to 1.86. He allowed 7 earned runs, which is more than half of what he's allowed this season in one game. I think it's a good bounce back spot for him against a very bad White Sox team. Am I laying a big price on him, which is
stupid? No. Minus 140 for a run line?
Yeah, minus 140 for a run line is not going to happen. So I'm going to staying off this game, although I would not be interested in going after the White Sox today, Nick.
There's a line here that I am kind of interested in that's actually like reasonably priced over on ESPN Bet. I want to make sure this is not just a stale line, but I'm kind of interested in. I don't take runs very often, but when I do, it's 2.5 at reasonable numbers. You can get the White Sox plus 2.5 at minus 130. I'm kind of interested in that. Just you're asking the Cubs, who have won 2 of their last 10 games. Their offense has been basically non-existent, and this is very frustrating as somebody who took a little bit of Cubbies futures and things along those lines. But they scored, granted, actually their offense has been getting a little bit better as of late. Their pitching's been bad. They've given up 5, 5, 5, 6, 10 in their last 5 games. They've given up at least 4 runs, or at least 3 runs in 10 straight games, at least 4 runs in 8 of their last 10, which is why they're losing all these games. So maybe the way to look at it is if you want the Chicago White Sox in this game, plus 2.5 at minus 130 on ESPN is not a bad look. Why not a Chicago White Sox team total over 3.5? Reasonable number. I could see that as well. I want to see if this. I'm very interested in this plus 2.5 with the White Sox, which is minus 125 over on ESPN Bet. I'm going to move on that. I am going to move on that. White Sox plus 2.5 runs, minus 125.
Good luck. Nick, is there any value on CFL futures right now?
I already went over that.
Oh, where are you at then?
Sorry. That one.
Not sure if I see Finland getting a goal. I'm taking Portugal minus 1.5. Okay, soccer stuff. No love for the White Sox. Cody Bellinger home run. Shota Magana K props. You can see that. Buying low on show versus the worst team in baseball. Chicago Southsiders play the Cubbies extra hard because of ego alone. Yes.
Yep.
Cubs should dominate. Cubs minus 2.5. Southsiders hate the Pride Northsiders. Sox fade, lost 10 in a row. Keep fading. And okay on that one. Okay. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. We got 5 games left.
Yeah, we have Spaghetti on the mound here, Tim. He shoved last game, which is great to see. I was all over him in his last start. Let's get into it here. I'm trying to find the game. We have the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals here. Spencer Arrighetti, Andre Palante, your pitching matchup here. Line open up at a 137. It's now 153 for the Astros. So we have a decent move towards these Stros. Line open up at an 8.5 minus 125. It is still the 8.5 at minus 125. We have 84% of the tickets and 78% of the cash on the Astros, with the line moving towards said Astros. They're showing market respect towards them there. And then we have 95% of tickets, 94% of cash on the over as well, with the line not moving. Palante, I don't know how much he's pitched because I have him at a 0 ERA the last 30 days, which tells me he probably only threw a couple innings and pitched well, though. I need to take a look at how much he's thrown as of late for that. But on the other side, Spencer Arrighetti is somebody I said is someone to look for some positive regression from.
First start of the he's pitched once.
Who do you call it?
He started. He's been in 10 games, but he started once. He's pitched 16 innings this year.
Yeah, Palante the last 30 days though. He only pitched the 6 innings against the Reds, and that 5-3 win gave up no earned runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 6 innings pitched. So he looked good in his only start. Arrighetti, 4.61 ERA, 1.46 WHIP, 9.88 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 4.28 walks per 9, and 333 BABIP, but 3.9 FIP and a 4 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Astros. Hitting edge actually goes towards the Cardinals, 125 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 115, which is fourth. Both these teams are hitting really well as of late, and this is one where I guess I would lean over the total, but I have really no interest in that. And it would be Astros or nothing for me on the -1 line, but I think I've missed my line a little bit here in this one.
I was kind of leaning the opposite way. I know you love spaghetti. He's actually been pitching better as of late. But surprisingly, there's been a team that I was low on for a while in this season, and they've been playing better as of late. As I say that, I'm looking at it, and they've lost 3 out of 4. But no, sorry. They did have a nice 5-game winning streak. They won 7 out of 8, and then they've lost 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. But they lost to the Phillies, so not really a big deal there. Alec Burleson's been really hitting well as well. So if you want to look towards hitting props, maybe look towards the Cardinal, Alec Burleson. But I'm not going crazy with this game. I'm going to end up staying off of it. I'm going to continue to have kind of smaller cards in the MLB. It's been working for me lately.
Fair.
I like the under. Did I miss the Jays game? No, Nick didn't type it up because there was no pitcher for the Blue Jays, although, hey, Orioles every single day for me. Over. Cardinals first 5 money line. Who do you plan on putting the DK up to promo on today? I think the best option for that,
Pirates,
Tampa.
White Sox.
Oh my God. Does Plante have a long leash? 5 innings.
He went 6 in his last start.
Yeah, that's fine. Burns has a bad record against the Jays bats, so I just want that out there to everyone blindly betting the O's today. I blindly bet the O's every single day. So Burns and Tigers money line. Yes, we like the Tigers today. 4 games left, Nick. I feel like there's always weird lines with the Colorado Rockies at home.
Yeah, because the Rockies are not completely terrible at home. Let's get into it here. Where we have Colorado and Cincinnati, we have the Rockies. Or no, we have the Reds as -130 favorites in this game. The line opened up at a 123. It's up to a 113, and the line opened up as now 123. Got up to a 130 this morning when I typed this line up. This line opened up at 11. It's down to a 10.5. So we do have a move towards the under. We have a move towards these Reds. We have 65% of tickets, 84% of cash on the over, with the line moving towards the under. Does pique my interest towards an under in this game. 78% of tickets, 94% of cash is on the Reds. The line moving towards the Reds in this game. Here we have Frankie Montas versus Ty Blach. Montas, 4.88 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 6.18 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 2.6 walks per 9, a 295 BABIP, a 4.94 FIP, and a 4.76 ERA. On the flip side, Ty Blach, 4.38 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 5.11 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 1.82 walks per 9, a 317 BABIP, a 4.19 FIP, and a 4.47 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Rockies. Hitting edge goes towards the Rockies, 87 WRC plus, which is 25th. The Reds, 77 WRC plus, which is 29th. They're just not hitting whatsoever. And they did score 11 last night. So that makes total sense. It's under or nothing for me is the way I would approach this game. I just don't trust either of these pitchers to bet an under. So this will end up being a pass for me.
I'm going to take the Reds today. And I'll look towards them probably on money line's only -125. I'll take the Reds on the money line today. I don't trust this Colorado team, and I think you're going to get good prices with them when they're at home. This has been a Reds team that's actually been playing well as of late. They've won 3 out of their last 4, 7 out of their last 10. And it all started with that sweep of the Dodgers series. This team has looked kind of different since then, and they look like they're actually getting some stuff together. So I do like this Cincinnati Reds team at the moment. They're trying to get themselves back up to 500, which they're currently 6 games under. I don't think they're a good team still, but at the moment, I like to back teams that are playing well. The Reds are one of those teams. I'll take them at minus 125 today.
Good luck.
Over. There you go. I like it, Tim. We bet the most profitable team in baseball, Orioles, although it's not the same as last year. They aren't dogs as much this year. They are not dogs as much this season, which is kind of throwing that off, but it is what it is. Let's go Reds. Never fade the Reds. Gotta love their chemistry. No, there's definitely always spots to fade the Reds, for sure.
They're still just an average baseball team.
Yes. Rockies first 5. On the Reds again. Pass, but leaning Rockies. The Reds to the moon. Okay. The Reds have been playing better as of late. You can still fade them. I'm not today, but you can still fade them.
We'll move on to the San Diego Padres and the LA Angels. We have the Padres around pick'em, total of 8.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 109. It's now a minus 113. So we do have a move towards the Padres in this game. Line opened up minus 120. Minus 105 is now a minus 120. Minus 120 for 8.5. Now it's a minus 105. So move towards the under. And a move towards the Padres. 40% of the tickets and 82% of the cash on the Padres, with the line moving towards them. Shows sharp money coming in on them. We have 61% of tickets and 56% of the cash is on the Padres, or on the over as well, with the line moving slightly towards the under. We have Adam Mazur pitching for the San Diego Padres, taking on Patrick Sandoval. Sandoval, 4.71 ERA, 1.26 whip, 8.16 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.45 walks per 9. A 256 BABIP, a 2.56 FIP, and a 4.85 Sierra with a 4.18 Sierra, my bad. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 94 WRC plus, which is 19th, compared to 85, which is 27th. This is Mazur's first game this year. This is his MLB debut. He was a second-round pick, 53rd overall by San Diego in the 2022 draft. I'm sure Tim will have a little bit more details behind Mr. Mazur here. I would lean Padres in this game. The market suggests that he can pitch decently well in this spot against an Angels team that offensively does struggle. So this would be probably Padres or nothing. I would like to know a little bit more about Adam Mazur before I bet this game, but I might pull the trigger on the Padres.
Drafted by the San Diego Padres in the second round of the 2022 amateur draft out of the University of Iowa. He did start off his college career in South Dakota State, was a transfer to Iowa. So far this year in the minors, in AA and in AAA. AAA was a little bit AA was a lot better for him. AAA was not good for him. He only pitched 4 times in AAA, 19 innings, 15 earned runs. So this is one of your spot starters. He is not one of your high, big prospects coming in. Yes, he was a second rounder. Does not mean he's a big prospect here. I would probably have to go towards the Angels in this one. Patrick Sandoval has been one of the guys on the Angels that we could kind of trust, although not as of late. He's lost 4 straight starts and actually 7 out of his last 8 starts, which is ultimately going to keep me off of this game entirely. I don't know how much more I'm going to have. I might have a play on the last game. We'll see. But Angels and Padres is a 1-800 gambler for me.
Yeah. You were mentioning his AAA stats this year. Throw those out. It was only 4 starts. Also keep in mind, and you can look at this for most players in this situation. Pacific Coast League is the most difficult minor league to pitch in because most of those stadiums are very offensively advantageous. And we've seen plenty of pitchers come up, have bad numbers in the PCL, and then go up and dominate. And I think we can see that from Adam Mazur here making his debut. It's Padres or nothing for me. I'm gonna back off though.
Padres smash spot. Fade the Angels first 5 a.m. 7-1. Never bring the bats. 5 a.m. Okay.
First 5.
Oh, first 5.
I am 7-1. That's what they were saying.
Got it. Padres run line. Angels first 5. Debuting pitcher past the F. The Padres. Angels bullpen is the scariest bet ever made.
If you're betting the Padres, it's full game.
Bailey not starting this season. Yeah. Who's left in college baseball? I believe there is 16 teams left. Tennessee versus Evansville, Florida State versus UConn, UNC versus West Virginia, UVA versus Kansas State, and then
NC State, Georgia.
NC State, Georgia, A&M, and Oregon, Clemson, and Florida, and then Oregon State, and Kentucky. So there you go. It's another kind of gross-ish game.
Yeah, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. It's a pick'em, total of 9 in this game. We are starting to see some 9.5s pop up. And it opened up at a 9 at even money. It's 9.5 at -107 now over on Bet Online. Line opened up -115. It's now 117 for the Diamondbacks. So a slight move towards Arizona in this game as well. 46% of tickets, 74% of cash on the Giants in this game. 89% of tickets and 88% of cash on the over. Explains the line move towards the over in this one here. Kyle Harrison, 4.67 ERA, 1.56 WHIP. He started off the year well, and he's slowed down a little bit. 7.33 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 4 walks per 9, a 3.13 BABIP, a 4.99 FIP, and a 4.80 Sierra. On the flip side, Blake Wallstrom, he's pitched twice in the last 30 days. He's gone a total of I'm trying to do math here. 8 1/3 innings pitched. Gave up 2 earned runs on 7 hits, 5 walks, and 9 strikeouts in those appearances. And the bullpen edge goes towards the Giants. The hitting edge actually goes pretty significant towards the Giants. 117 WRC plus, which is 8th against lefties. The Giants are hitting lefties. The Diamondbacks are not. They're 28th in baseball with a 72 WRC plus the last 30 days. Giants are nothing for me, but I'm not playing it.
Yeah, no. These are two kind of. Isn't Wallstrom like a bullpen guy? 4 innings, 3 innings. Yeah, he's kind of a bullpen guy. Kind of 2 bullpen pitchers. I would lean Arizona just because I'm a little bit higher on them. But I really do not feel the need to get to this one. These have been 2 teams that have been very mediocre this year. I don't really feel like there's an edge on either side. So we'll go ahead and head to the last game, which I'm going to have a play on.
There you
go. Fraud game pass. D-backs money line. Giants 9th inning has been pure comedy. I bet they give up like 15 runs. And Padres, Giants first 5, Arizona first 5. I'm actually on the run line. Good luck. And I'm not betting it. There you go. Let's head to the final game, Nick.
Yeah. The Oakland Athletics are hosting the Seattle Mariners. -155 for Seattle, total 7.5 in this game. Well, let's get into the line history in this spot where we have Mitch Spence and George Kirby. Spence has actually been pretty good with these Oakland A's. Line opened up at a 158. It's now down to a 157, so a slight move towards these Oakland A's. And the line opened up at 7.5 -110. It's now a 7.5 -127. So we have a decent move towards this over in this spot as well. We have the Mariners getting 85% of the tickets, 98% of the cash come on them, or now it's 86 and 95. And the line moving towards the Oakland A's by a penny, though. It's still a small move towards the Oakland A's. And then we have 95% of tickets, 96% of cash coming on the over, and the line moving towards the under, or towards the over, my bad, in this game there. So the line move makes sense. We have George Kirby, 4.50 ERA, 1 whip, 7.2 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 0.6 walks per 9, a 239 BABIP, a 4.97 FIP, and a 3.70 Sierra. Mitch Spence, it's looked okay, 4.19 ERA, 1.40 whip, which isn't bad for Oakland A's. 3.83 walks, strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.26 walks per 9, a 321 BABIP, a 3.71 FIP, and a 3.89 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Seattle Mariners, but the hitting edge goes towards the Oakland A's. 113 WRC plus, which is 5th against righties, compared to 94, which is 21st. I would like to back the Oakland A's in this game, and I would probably like to isolate it to just the first 5 in this spot. I like the way that Spence has been pitching a little bit here, and I'm getting plus 140 over on Bet365 for this first 5 money line. I'm going to end my card here with a little ride the wave action, plus 140 in the first 5.
I was kind of looking towards the under. This has been a Seattle team that's been a heavy under team this year. 22, 35, and 3 over under record. This has also been a Seattle team that's been on fire as of late. They've won 7 out of their last 8 games. They're now 7 games over 500 and have taken a commanding lead of the division again. Against Oakland, who obviously it's the Athletics. They've lost 4 out of their last 5. I would also kind of lean towards Seattle, but you'd have to run line it. I really like George Kirby. And when it comes to it, Seattle's offense just, I mean, it's been better as of late, but that's what happens when you get to play LA. And now I guess they get to play Oakland. But I like the under in this game. I could easily see this one being a 5-1 type of game where Seattle takes care of business. Under to end the card for me. Fair. Oakland money line, favorite dog of the day. Kirby. I love this spot. Takers over K. It's 1 units. A's are sharp. They always seem sharp, don't they? But that is all the games for today. We'll go ahead and do some housekeeping and then heading on out for in a couple minutes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you will like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All those are linked down below. We are posting on those every single day. Make sure you guys are following that. And make sure you guys are subscribing to the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel. I believe we're 72, 73 subscribers away from 4,000. So if we can get there, that'd be awesome. We appreciate everybody who can help us out with that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. In terms of a recap for me, I like the Royals today. We always fade the Marlins, so like the Rays, Yankee run line, Detroit, and then I like the Reds today as well, along with the under in the Mariners game. Nick?
Yeah. I am all sides today. I have no totals. That's different for me because usually I like to get my first 5 unders in there, but I don't have any today. Let's get into the recap here. Starting it off with the Pittsburgh Pirates plus 160 on Fanatics. The Tampa Bay Rays minus 115 on Bet365. Kansas City Royals first 5 minus 105 Bet365. New York Yankees minus 1.5 plus 115 also Bet365. Chicago White Sox plus 2.5 minus 125 bet ESPN Bet. Detroit Tigers money line minus 110 Fanatics, and the Oakland Athletics first 5 plus 165 or plus 140 on Bet365.
Right on that. Let's go quickly back to the chat. Kirby underwhelming on the road is underwhelming. Kirby last night, late night, got to love him. What's up, boys? What's up, wine time? And Kirby on drugs late night. Sounds good to me. Missed one more. Two total plays for me: the under in the Yankee game and the under in the Rays game. Good luck to you tonight. Good luck to you too at wine time as well. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one.